Okay, we're on. Greetings. I'm Professor Riggs. You are now in my office and not in our spare bedroom in my home like we were the other day. The lighting's a little better, and I just look a little more natural in here than. Anyway, yeah. So it's actually the first day of class today. I don't have any live classes except on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I just have my two online classes, backyard physics and this course on, and so I'll be working on you guys on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And most of you look like you've gotten logged in and are going pretty great guns, which is good. So without further ado, I'd like to do a live version of the syllabus so that we're all on the same page. And I did have to change the syllabus to incorporate because there's some key points on there that I want to make sure that we understand. Okay? All right, so without further ado, let's get going here. Uh-oh. First thing I got to do is I got to turn off my Outlook, or else we'll get bombarded. I got to make sure my messages. Okay, here's your physics of sport book that's on top hat, and most of you have gone here. Yes, I think I'm funny. And actually, our two personalities are a little bit like this, except that Dr. Kruger is not quite as grouchy uh, as the brain here, but he doesn't suffer fools very well. I will say that. So anyway, so that's it. And I wanted to get, so let's go over the syllabus. So we wanted to come down here. But as far as how this works, you'll just read through this for the most part, and I show how to do scientific notation here and a few other things. Here's what is physics. That's pretty easy to figure out. This one is pretty easy to figure out. And one of the things, you only get 2 attempts. I finally fixed the syllabus to say you only get 2 attempts. And that's because a lot of these things only have 3 choices. And if I gave you 3 attempts, you'd be like, well, dang, Doc, what are you trying to do? Give us a grade? Well, maybe. No, actually, no, I'm not. But anyway, that's why I have 300 students a semester in this thing. So keeps me paid. All right. I'm joking, kind of. All right, so here we go. Let's go through the syllabus. Here it is. Here are my office hours, 3:30 to 4:30 on Monday and Wednesday. And of course, you can make an appointment. I used to have this big thing about, hey, give me a call on my office phone number right here. And some students would take me up on it, especially my working students. Those of you that are doing this with headphones on over the lunch hour type thing would call me and stuff like that couldn't come in. But most of you, I think, prefer to email me. However, when you do email, make sure that you tell me that you're in the physics of sports class, okay? Because I have a backyard physics class, I have a physics 210 class, which is the algebra-based physics 1, and I also have the algebra-based physics 2. And I input, and now I've got some GTA help that helps me keep all this straight. But at the end of the semester, I input about 600 grades. I think my friend Jim Benavides over in biology inputs a little bit more, and so does Toder's his first name. I can't think it was not Toder. That's the guy from Game of Thrones. Anyway, so good enough. Gosh dang, couldn't think of it. So anyway, over in chemistry. So, but you can't call me. Now here's the prospectus. We're gonna do what the. Make some changes here. File save. And I'll put this in as change too. But anyway, we're just going to look at some things with physics and sports here. That's what we're going to be doing. One of the things is so how this class works, the requirements for the class. Yeah, you didn't know I'd be editing while we're doing this. This is required by the state inspectors of higher ed that we have to include this, and I think it's a good idea because I've had several students that are hearing impaired, vision impaired, and other things where they've got special needs, and we've got to meet those needs. I mean, we all can. I want everybody to be able to participate and have a good time in this course. All right, so how do I register and purchase my ebook? I forgot to include this on one. So we had a little snafu. My friend Connor Shimba over in the Top Hat at the Top Hat office, who's kind of my handler, which is a full-time job for him, I'm sure. He we had a misconnect. He put the pricing on your ebook on a class that I had set up, but then I deleted that class because I was having some issues with it, and sometimes it's just easier to delete and start over, and so that's what I did. And I forgot to tell him, oh, by the way, you need to add pricing to this class, but he caught it this morning and got you all fixed. Okay, now this step is the most important part of the entire class. This is the most important part of this class right now for all of us to get along, and I won't hate you at the end of the spring in 8 weeks. That's a little strong, but okay. When you came to UMKC, you were given a email address that looked like this. Okay, the ITS folks said, here is your email address. And many of you went, well, that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I don't want to memorize that. So, and they gave, would you like to change it? And yeah, I'd like to change that. I'd like to change it to this, B-Regs, to this. And the problem is, when you register for Top Hat, the link for Top Hat and Canvas, they only recognize this username right here. They don't recognize this one. All right. So you won't get zeros when I sync the grades over. You'll just get dashes. You'll get the thing that looks like, and I'll erase it. You'll get the thing that looks like this. You'll get one of those, and then invariably you'll email me, and I'll go, well, they didn't get past minute 1.5 of my fabulous going over the syllabus, first of all, and secondly, and I know I'm going to have to send several emails on this to make sure that you do that. And so, and if you've done that, if you've used your username, it's really easy to go in and change it, but change it back to the one that you have in Pathway, the username that they gave you in Pathway. All right, when you first came to UMKC. Now, if you purchased at the bookstore, and I had one student that was an early. Put the stuff in early reservation at the bookstore. Well, they didn't have all this stuff yet for this course, and so they didn't. If you did that and you don't have a receipt, you don't have the 12 digit code on your receipt to go in and get your ebooks that are with the bookstore, go back to the bookstore and they'll be more than happy to help you out there. All right. So on your receipt, you'll have this redemption code. You'll visit, boom, you'll go into the campus bookstore, go to redeem, you'll enter the code that's on your receipt and follow the instructions on the screen. If this doesn't work, take your laptop. We've done this before. The friendly people at the bookstore, they will help you. You might have to wait a little while, but they will help you, and everything will be golden. All right. Should you require assistance from Top Hat, go here. But the thing is, if you go to Top Hat and they go, okay, we got you hooked up, now give us the $40 for your thing. No, I've already paid the bookstore. That could happen. I doubt it would, but if they've seen that you paid for it, they might be able to help you too. All right. So, Chapter 1 assignments are due beginning the second. Due during, I think is what I wanted to write. Due during the second week of school. So we'll save this change so I can put it on there. All right. Actually, I've started the chapter assignments already. That's another misprint because I've already given it to you on the 20th. And I think some of them are due on the 27th, as you'll see. All right, so question 60%, 40%. All right, here's the breakdown. Here's the breakdown of the grades. Notice, since this is physics, this is the scoring that I use in my 210 and 220 classes, so that people don't panic. All right, so that people, and especially for some of you that this whole math science thing is just like, I hate this stuff. I've never been good at this stuff. You know, you might be like, there's some things with science that are cool and everything, but then they make me do all these math. And that's what kind of what physics is. It's a little bit of algebra thrown in there, right? That's why we haven't dumbed it down by any. We've just made it appropriate for the course, all right? So everybody goes home happy. All right, that's it. That's it for the thing. And now I'm just going to make a quick demo of how to do answer the questions, and you might get a few questions answered here. And we'll take it from there, okay? We're about done with this. So here's what mine looks like when I'm editing it, and it looks a little bit like yours does when if I close this, save and close. Okay, when I close this, here's what mine looks like over here. Yours, on the other hand, will be in green. It'll have like green things saying, hey, if it's green, go do it. And when you finish it, I think it goes to a different color. This means it's for review, and the review is the whole time. If this is yellow and you have not done the assignment yet, if you come over here and it's not green, but it's yellow, that means it's for review. If you go in there and it's for review, it'll let you answer the questions, but it won't record them to your grade book. Okay? Won't record them to your grade book. See, I can go to the grade book here, and I'm not going to hit yes because of FERPA reasons, even though if I go to it, everybody there who's answered questions, well, what the heck? Just real quick, don't get excited. But see, everybody here has either started, we've got some folks that have started, some folks that are doing, and some of these folks, don't panic. Those of you that are new to this, I got some former 210 and 220 students in here too. All right, so it'll look like that. All right, but if it's in review, your scores won't show up there. And then from here, from the grade book, I do an LMS sync, and then those grades go into good old Canvas. All right, which I'm getting used to now. I kind of like Canvas now. We've become friends. It took 5 semesters, but we're friends now. All right, so there we go. There's that. All right. So let's just kind of go through. So let's just look at what one might look like. So on yours, it'll drop down. All right. So this ends in 2 days. So you might want to get on this. All right. This ends on Friday. For some reason, I have this due on Friday because it's not very hard. So you watch. Here we go. Watch the video of, this is what happens when it's 30 below with boiling hot water. You get to do that. Here's the thing on units. Go through mass, distance, insert units video. Uh-oh. I didn't do the units video. I better change the due date on that too. Okay. All right, so let me go to present. Oh, don't go to present. Go to edit. Sorry, I should have practiced this a little bit more. I think I'm supposed to enter a units video here. Okay, so here we go. In physics, so when you're here, you go, oh, you answer the question. I've got it on this, so maybe if I close this, just stroll down to it, I can answer it too. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I can't do it because you pick one of the two. The International SI we use, yes, that's true. Duh. All right, see, this is, you get 2 choices on these anyway, so should be pretty easy to do. All right, I need to get rid of that because I don't think I need to insert the units video there. So I'm going to edit this. I'm just going to cut that out. Because I've talked about it. I usually like to talk instead of do all this writing. But there we go. Save. All right. I'm sorry you had to see how the sausage was made there a little bit on things. But then you just go through and okay, so you watch this. This is a cool video. I really like this video. And then of how we define the kilogram. All right. Then you answer the questions and you go through. There you are. Oh, here's the conversions and all that kind of stuff on how to do conversions. That probably should go up there. All right, so we're good. Okay, I look forward to the class. I think we're going to have a good time. And if you have any questions again, you can always email me or call. All right, out here.